more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In the January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
Number 7. Banked in off the glass. On defense, Atlanta.
Big coming.
0. He's guarded by Williams.
Watch outside.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA, but overall, we're a solid offensive team, right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses, and I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
Bucks on defense. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. He stressed how important being smart with the ball is going to be for them today. It's an opponent that thrives on defense, steals in particular, and he doesn't want to see his guys get careless with the basketball. Guys?
All right, thanks, Doris. I think it's the one thing we were talking about before the broadcast. The defense they're facing always seems to be in a lockdown mode.
Yeah, that's their identity, Kevin, and there's kind of an intimidation factor involved here. They've gained a reputation as a defensive club for a reason. They're tough.
Yeah, they really are tough, and they also do a good job of making you uncomfortable and frustrating you a little bit. So you got to keep your poise when you're facing a team as good as this one is defensively.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Number 15, he's guarded by Williams. Rebound by Williams. Hawks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside Williams. Shot from front. Blocked. Number 91. Rebound by Williams.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Williams with another miss. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And it's rejected. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The shot's good from Rosario. Bucks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
I got him.
Number 15, he's guarded by Williams. Gets it to go.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with a defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And sometimes he does is he's great off the dribble. He can take it to the rack or pull up. So as a defender, you don't know how to play him.
And Atlanta has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. 4 on the shot clock. Number 16. 3 pointers off the mark. And it's Milwaukee's ball. 0. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Williams can't get it to go.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
That's blocked. Wide open look. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Oh, easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
No good from Perez.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
The Bucks trail. Puts the lead pass in front of him. That ties the game.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside Williams. Hawks passing it around. Stolen away. The pass to Perez. Number 15, he's started by Williams. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Perez. Chance there to take the lead, missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Come on, back to that,
0.
man.
He's guarded by Williams. There's the 3. No luck. And Atlanta will come the other way. Blocked. 0. Defended by Rosario. Number 15. And they take the lead. He's got 6.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
The Bucks making a switch here. The Hawks trailing.
Get them. Downstream.
Back to Williams. Lets the 3 fly. The putback. And Williams throws it down.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
Passes to Perez. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot. He's got to be happy to see the ball go through the hoop finally. He had 5 straight misses before finally making his first shot.
Number 33. Rebound by Williams. The Hawks leading by 3. Floats one up, and the shot is good. Williams has got 5 now. Well, the Bucks shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes.
Shot.
Gets it to go.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first.
You know, during the season before this, the Bucks' problem had been offense. They just couldn't put up points consistently, and even when their defense would hold up, they would simply get outdone by teams. They decided to change that by trying to be more of a transition team last year. The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
Williams gets a screen from Rosario. Williams, that's good. And back to the Bucks actually led the entire Eastern Conference in pace and were 3rd overall in the NBA. Steve, only teams that were ahead of them were the Rockets and Nuggets, 2 teams you always think of running.
Well, it makes sense for the Bucks to have played that style last year. You had that backcourt of Ellis and Jennings, a lot of speed and quickness. They had Redick, so you had shooting. So they had to play fast. It made some sense, but in the end, you know, they've made some changes in the offseason, and they're looking to get better.
So it's the Bucks now. After the missed 3 from Castro. Number 15. No good from 18.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up. Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
That's good.
Yeah, and he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
So it's the Hawks now. After the basket by Milwaukee.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
Shot.
Here's again. Rebounded by the Hawks. Williams has got his 3rd rebound in the night. Leads him in there. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. They can get back in front with some points right here.
Yeah, you know, they got behind, but they hung in there and maintained contact.
Ross passes to Cruz. Launches it. But they get it back. Number 11. Rebound! Number 33. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Hawks leading. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Reyes. Castro. Grabs the board. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. A floater. Here's Castro. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his first 2 points of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They're coming out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
The Bucks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game.
I got your help.
And the Hawks making a change here.
Good.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. There's the pass to Cruz. Six to shoot. And that one's good. Ross has got his second bucket of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Tipped away. 41 seconds left in the first. Missed inside.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go around.
Shot clock at 6. Number 15. Number 12. Off with the layup.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Passes it to Cruz. High post shot. That's good on the jump shot. And the Bucks lead by 2. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they've built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
Here is Ross.
Set it up.
Number 87. The shot misses. And Atlanta will come the other way. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick to us. I think that's one of his advantages. Number 77. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Screen.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Number 7. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Hawks trail by 4. Number 15. Defending by Russ. Lock at 6. Number 77. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
First free throw is good. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
Good on both.
You know, when you're in the East, you don't have to necessarily be an above 500 team on the road, but you got to be close to 500. And the Bucks were a solid team on the road, and that's why they made the playoffs.
And Clark, you talk about the Bucks. They went 17-24 on the road last season. That might not be the most impressive mark, but it was still 7th best in the conference in terms of road wins.
Well, the East was pretty weak. We know that. And the Bucks making the playoffs at all was the perfect example of how weak the East was. But look, they can get better. They've got some young talent. They've got some things to be excited about. And one is the play of John Henson, a second-year man from North Carolina.
The Hawks making a switch here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, you know, the Bucks thought they had a plan to make a big push forward by pairing some talent together in the backcourt, but what seems to have happened is they are now mired in mediocrity, which is exactly where you don't want to be.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And back to Minnesota. They were the 8th seed in the East last year, but still finished 6 games under 500. Still a lot of work for them to get above 500 and be in a position where, Steve, they are, competing for home court in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of changes for the Bucks in the offseason, but a team that was able to sneak in last year. They're hopeful to make it once again this season, but it feels like they're kind of stuck in the middle right now.
You got it out.
Put your pitch down there. I got shooter.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league.
Pitch to Ross. With the lead pass. The shot is off. The Hawks trailing.
Clock.
Number 15. Defended by Ross. They grabbed their own miss.
Great job right there to body him up and affect the trajectory of that shot.
Yeah, that was definitely a forced miss. Like he couldn't get off the shot he wanted.
The Bucks working the ball around. Fires the 3. And the Bucks miss again. And for the Hawks, who are so good on the break, ended up third in the league last year in fast break points. Steve, not a surprise with the athletes that team has.
Yeah, but that's changing, Kevin. Josh Smith's departure, I think, is a big blow. They're not as good in transition anymore, but they do have some exciting young talent, young players you can get out of there. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of seasons to watch this team unfold.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5.
Get through.
Jacks on the three. Shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way with it.
Yo, right side.
Outside Williams.
Right second.
The fader. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
No, this is the last thing you ever want to see at a game.
You know, at this point, we can just knock on wood, say a prayer, and wish him the best.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Number 87. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones shooting out on top.
Yeah, they've been really strong in the paint, battling the glass.
You know, the more shots like that he hits, guys, the more he's going to forget the pain he's playing through. Sometimes shot making can give you that added boost to the dribble.
And the Bucks with possession here after the basket by Atlanta. Number 15. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Hawks leading by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing. And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. And he's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, after a brief 2-year drought, the Bucks got back to the playoffs this past season, but it wasn't pretty once they got there. With several guarantees from players about upsetting the Heat, they didn't win a single game and were swept by the Miami Heat.
Bucks trail by 7. Back to the Bucks in the playoffs. In every aspect, they were overmatched by the Heat, and no one really thought they were upsetting. But many thought, Steve, that they would at least get a game.
Well, I wasn't one of them, Kevin. I thought they were overmatched from the start. And you could tell in that series, Miami wasn't even interested until the fourth quarter. They knew they could just flip a switch and beat this Milwaukee team. And that's exactly what they did.
The shot's good from Perez.
He's very savvy in traffic. When he gets inside, has a kind of an uncanny way of shielding himself from contact and finding a way to finish at the rim.
And he's also one of those guys who just seems to be able to take it up a few notches when there's a game to be won late in the fourth quarter. In other words, he's at his best at winning time.
Good boy.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now just a 3-point Hawks lead. On the wing, Williams. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Pass to Rosario. The feed to Williams. The second chance effort. And the pass to Perez.
Don't let him get it.
Number 15. The stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 10.
And there it is again. That's where their points have been coming today, from the low post.
And even under pressure and tight, they maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
And this by Williams.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Number 15. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Bucks lead by 1.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris,
Well, Kevin, a curious signing for the Bucks this offseason, bringing in Pachulia on a 3-year mid-level type deal. This is a team that already had a logjam in the front court with Sanders, Henson, Ilyasova, and Drew Gooden. The Bucks traded away promising forward Tobias Harris last year for what became a couple of second-round picks. They did much the same with Mbah Moute. It's all about getting the most out of your assets. Guys, we'll see how the Bucks do shuffling their pieces around.
It'll be interesting to see. Thanks, Doris. So it's Atlanta now.
Get going. Come back.
Passes it to Castro.
Shot.
Feelers it from three-point range. He's got 6. Clark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Man, I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
And the Bucks with possession here, following the 3 moments of the clock. Here's Perez, rebounded by the Hawks. Number 16. No good from outside.
He's trying to shoot his way out of it, guys, and as long as they're in the lead, he's going to continue to try to find his rhythm.
The dish now to Williams. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for free points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
That free throw missing. Cruz, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
I got shooter. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pitch here.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Pass to Perez. Lets it go from deep. Shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Feeds it to Williams. Here's the floater. And yes, sir, that one drops. Williams has got 10. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Cruz. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Reyes, he's checked in for Atlanta. Number 15. No good off the back of the rim. The Hawks leading by 5. He dishes it to Williams. Again, Williams missing. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now the pass to Perez.
Good boy.
Second chance shot. And it's blocked by Reyes. He passes to Castro. No one near it. Good. He hits the jump shot. 8 points for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Just 5 to shoot. Number 15. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
On the wing, Williams. Number 22. The shot misses. Some solid defense right there from Cruz. Looking to get it going. Rejected by Reyes. Makes the lead pass. Well, now they're just going to town.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial set there.
Come back.
Pass to Cruz.
Here.
The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Perez. Front past the arc. Rebounded by Reyes.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Count that one.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
And so it's Milwaukee now. After the made shot from Reyes. And there's the pass to Perez. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
59 seconds left in the second quarter. He feeds it to Williams. Offensive rebound. Reyes. Number 22. Perez. Defended by Reyes. Ripped away.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Castro passes to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Reyes. Williams with another miss.
Not sure why he's insisting on shooting from out there. It's just not working for him.
Stay there.
Passes it to Perez. There's a screen. Knocked away.
We'll take him home.
Elbow shot is on the way.
Put it back.
And we finished one half of basketball. Hawks lead by 7. And coming up after the break, it'll be Damon Bruce breaking down all the highlights from the first half of play.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And now it's time to break down the first half for you here on this Wednesday edition of 2K at the Half. A good one in progress for Atlanta. They've held tough defensively. Great rim protection, too, when you look at all the blocks. And midway through, the Bucks are still alive. They've been putting a lot of defensive pressure on the other team, taking care of the rock offensively, fundamental basketball, both sides of the court. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. Number 91, defended by Rosario. Some solid defense from Rosario.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass.
Goes back up. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Took him no time at all on that one. He has 5.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And Williams, here we go. Number 7. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Williams for 3.
4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
From about 19 feet. Hit. The Hawks leading by 4. Number 16. That is good.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Pass to Perez. Number 91. Takes it off with both hands and rips it down.
Pure hustle on that play, and that's what it takes on the offensive boards. It's not about ability as much as it is desire.
And that Clark and some muscle. And he showed us he's got that with the huge dunk.
Well, in a tight game, I mean, they could use a few more of those hustle plays going forward if they're going to win.
Williams can't hit.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And they're on the break. 14 feet away. Jump shot is good that time. Williams has got 12.
You know, you look at the Hawks last season, and despite the emergence of Jeff Teague as a point guard, didn't have a dominating assist guy at that position, and it was basically more of an equal opportunity offense as far as the assists go.
5 on the clock. Perez, he's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Perez. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Clark, as you said, the Hawks are a very good passing team. Steve actually finished third in the NBA in assists per game last year as a team.
Well, it helps when you have great passers at every position, and I thought that was the case for Atlanta last year. The ball moved, players tried to create easier shots for each other, and that's why they were a pretty effective team.
So it's the Hawks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Williams. Another miss by Williams.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Number 91. And the 3 off target. The Hawks leading by 4. The shot no good. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The teardrop falls in. He has 6.
Boy, that floater takes such a nice touch.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Williams dishes to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Nice movement here by Atlanta. Number 7. Atlanta again missing. The Bucks shooting just 31% in the game. For the tie, rebounded by the Hawks. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Releases from 15, and that one's good. Williams has got 14 points for the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks trail by 4. There's the screen. Number 15. Williams with the block.
Get him.
Number 15, defended by Ross. Number 15.
That's all you.
They'll get another chance. Number 7. The shot is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here is Ross. Clock at 4. Number 11. That's good. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Number 16, defended by Ross. Back to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Number 16, off target from outside.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Can't connect from 14 feet out. The Hawks leading 3-on-3. Gives him the lead pass. Number 15. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Way to hit it.
Bucks trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Six to shoot. Number 13 nails the 16-footer.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
Not often you see a team rely on that shot like they have.
Come get it, come get it.
To the inside. Here's Ross. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. The Hawks leading by 3. For the 3. Number 24. That's blocked by Ross. But they recover it. Atlanta again missing.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well done.
Hawks shooting a low 30% right now on that offensive performance. All sorts of time. And it's even after a nice bounce off the right side. 5 points in the game. Bucks trail by 3. Number 33. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
So it's the Hawks now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Castro off the mark there with the three-point shot. He kicks it to Ross. Lock at 6. Williams, but they get it back. Rebound by Williams. Atlanta's. The Hawks working the ball around. The Hawks need to get off the shot. They get it back. No good with the layup.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Number 13 cans the shot with nobody near him. He has 6. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
They swipe it. Picked off in mid-air. Number 12. Rejected by Ross. Number 13. Defended by Rosario. Dishes to Ross. Right block shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, this guy has a huge bag of tricks that he can dip into on the low block. He's really mastered an array of complicated moves.
And that makes him a splendid, supreme scoring threat in the post. I mean, he baits the hook, and the defenders almost always are biting. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
The first one falls.
You got it out.
And so he hits both. The Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Rosario. Castro.
Let's get a good shot. Come back here.
Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Number 13, defended by Rosario. Number 87, the finger roll finish at the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Atlanta's... There's a good screen. Passes it to Rosario. Drains the three-pointer. He has 7.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off. .52 left in the third.
Just fine on the clock. Number 13. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
They weren't very crisp in the first half, but they've really picked it up. The same shots they struggled with earlier are now starting to fall.
I'm back.
Pass to Castro. There's Williams, and he lays it straight in. Williams has got 8 points.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Pass to Ross. Number 7. Misses the 3. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
They got to time up the clock, and it's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. He passes to Rosario. To tie. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. No good from Ross. The Hawks trailing. Straight for Hawks. Number 15. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Number 7, defended by Castro. For the lead. Got it off in time, but it's no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top, leading by just 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
I got him! And stolen by Williams. Reyes, the pass to Williams. Here's Castro, and he hits it to tie the game up.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
The pass to Cruz. Number 7, defended by Reyes. Number 13, off the left rim and out. Hawks shooting a low 30% right here on the offensive performance. Reyes, the pass to Rosario to take the lead. Rosario, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 2.
No different kind when you got room to make the stop.
Some powerful second chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop.
From the baseline. And the shot no good, a bit short. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one's good. And it's a 4-point Hawks lead. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Number 7, defended by Reyes, gets it to go.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable.
Atlanta with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to Castro. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Here's Reyes. It's rebounded by Cruz. The Bucks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Number 13. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he makes the first. The Bucks making a switch here. Ross is checked in. That one misses. The Hawks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Kicks it to Williams. Number 16. Ross grabs the board. The Bucks trail. Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Hawks. Number 16 throws down the breakaway jam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Shot denied. Rosario defended by Cruz. There's Rosario. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 5-point Hawks lead.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Good from Cruz. The Hawks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. To the paint. The feed to Ross. Pass to Cruz. There's the dish to Ross. Shot's good. The Hawks leading by 3. Number 16. Hits it from 3-point range.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Number 91. Rebound by the Hawks. Williams has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Number 7. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And the Hawks lead by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Now here's Williams. And there's the pass to Castro. Lock at 6. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bucks trail by 8. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Castro. Number 16. And there's the rejection. They recover it. Castro, defended by Cruz. Passes to Rosario. Number 16. Rebounded by the Bucks. Number 15. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Pass to Castro. The Hawks working the ball around. Number 16, defended by Ross. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Bucks trail by 8. Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, they were getting tired out there. A quick timeout gives them an opportunity to catch their breath.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. So it's the Bucks now. 8-point game. Number 91 uses the glass that time, and it's good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Feeds to Williams. He passes it to Rosario. Castro. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Number 7. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 8. Well, the Bucks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Lays it up and banks it in. 20 points for him.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Castro passes to Rosario. There's the pick. Number 7. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy dunk. Very, very well done.
Williams with the block. The pass to Castro.
I got back. Go pick up your man. Here.
6 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Williams. Lets it go from the wing. There's the block. Here is Ross. Right through the D for the layup. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Perez, he's checked in for Ross. The Hawks leading by 6. No good from Castro.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half. So that's the way to get the board there.
Just been rebounding well all game long. Number 16. Rebounded by the Bucks. Perez. He's guarded by Williams. And the shot's good from Perez.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Number 16, defended by Perez. Number 16. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And that rebounding has enabled them to keep the lead.
And has allowed second chance opportunities for him, which are very valuable.
Huge.
Mm-hmm.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line.
The main thing there was that he got them a 2-possession lead despite the one miss.
Passes it to Perez.
These are incredible rebounding numbers. I'm not sure if we've ever seen anything like this.
A superhuman performance on the backboards. Well done.
Bucks trail by 5. 0. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Fires from deep. And that one's good.
Well, I think sort of just playing this one out now as they get the last rebound. They really haven't had much success today controlling the missed shot.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 2. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're losing by 4. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. A minute 50 left in the fourth.
Help out!
13, defended by Rosario. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. You said it, Clark. They haven't really played competitively enough to stay in this game, yet they've been out-rebounded throughout.
No, they haven't completely out-hustled them under the boards today, and that's a concern. I mean, rebounding, as we've talked about many times, Kevin, is about effort and attitude, and we just haven't seen it here.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And so he makes both from the line.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of getting to the line.
The shot's good from Castro. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
.127 left in the game. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Perez, defended by Rosario. Another shot, rejected by Castro. Number 16, off target at the rim.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot. Maybe the pressure, the weight of expectation starting to sink in now as he looks like he's second-guessing his shot, not letting it go with the same confidence we saw earlier.
Atlanta with the ball. The lead is 2. It's good on the putback.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle, and he really took advantage. Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
I got coming through
in the clutch.
Well, it's still within reach.
Yeah, but their offense team needs to be just about perfect from here out.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Number 16, defended by Perez. Pass to Rosario. 6 to shoot. Number 16. The full court prayer. Oh, it's off the mark, and we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so it's Milwaukee now. Number 13, defended by Rosario. Number 91. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big throw to their side right now. Jumper off the screen. Up again. It's rebounded by Perez. Well, the Bucks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Number 15. Atlanta with the rebound. 4-on-3 break. Number 16. And the Hawks lead by 2. It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Number 13, defended by Rosario. The baseline J. That's good. He's got 24. A little over a minute and a half gone now here in overtime. Number 16, defended by Perez. Number 16, tips it up. Just about 2 minutes in now to this overtime period. What a game. There's the pass to Castro. Rosario, 6 on the shot clock.
Go get the car! Get the ball!
No good from Castro.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now. Not a reliable one anyway.
Now, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
And blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into overtime in this second game. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Perez. Number 91. Rebound by the Hawks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Castro passes to Rosario.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there. It sure did. I mean, that was a very late reaction from the defense there.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And the Hawks making a change here. Williams is checked in. And the Bucks with possession here. 0. He's guarded by Williams. Number 15. No good. The Hawks leading. Pulls it up. Williams, that's good. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. They set the pick. Passes it to Perez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Looking to get back on track here. The shot will not go. The Hawks leading by 4. Williams kicks to Williams. Back at 6. He feeds it to Williams. The floater. It's blocked. Number 13. He's guarded by Williams. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
And the Hawks with possession here. They lead by 4. 13 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. The Bucks shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. 0. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And he is unable to get the second one.
By missing one of those, that leaves them needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
And Williams, here we go. Number 16. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Number 15. Atlanta with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. The clock now can just run out for the Hawks. And so they choose to intentionally foul. There's a screen by Williams, and he commits the intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Spot. I got shooter, man. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Pitch here.
So he comes up empty at the line. Shoots the three. Rebound by Williams. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's an 8-point game.
This definitely wasn't the way they envisioned overtime working out.
And so the Hawks take the win. Clark, what a game.
Yeah, they kept their cool, stayed with the game plan, and that's why they came out on top.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. Wednesday in the NBA. It's the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Atlanta Hawks. And now we head out to Atlanta with Kevin Harlan and the 2K crew for today's broadcast.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me in the booth, as always, Clark Kellogg and the sharpshooter, Steve Kerr. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. First, for the Bucks. And for Atlanta, so Atlanta will get the first possession. Williams with the ball. He kicks to Williams.
Get that mess out of here.
0. He's guarded by Williams. Number 15. Rebounded by the Hawks. Williams up on top.
Shot!
Knocks down the step back Jay. Williams has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Hawks.
A big problem for the Bucks last season was closing out games in the fourth quarter. Too often, they would see their defense fall to the wayside as soon as the game started heading down the stretch. And as a result, they lost a lot of close games.
Shot clock at 6. Number 13. That one's good. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Back to Williams. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And up the court from the Bucks on the break. Passes it to Perez. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Number 15, Williams with the block. He passes it to Rosario. Back to Williams. Outside Williams. Right side Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Williams attacking. Number 16 misses the three. Well, Clark, you brought it up. The Bucks defense will be solid for 3/4 of the game, but would just not look like they were supposed to be in the fourth quarter at all. Not sure, Steve, if it was fatigue or something else that got to it.
I thought one of the keys was they didn't have great perimeter defense, and so even though they were a good shot blocking team, they were constantly having to cover up on penetration. And so even though you might get some shot blocks, you're also going to give up layups and offensive rebounds. That was a major problem for the Bucks last year. This guy is such an acrobatic player, Kevin. The ability to adjust his shot in midair, to contort his body and still have the balance and the anticipation to make the shot. Pretty amazing.
I tell you what else I like is his attacking mindset too, Steve. No matter where he is on the court, when he gets possession, he will turn it up and turn it on and run out. Most of the time, he doesn't stop until he's laid the ball in the hoop.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Rebound.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Has some information for us, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. The thing that jumps out at him the most about their opponent today is the team speed they possess. He said, we've got to hustle back on defense every time down the floor. This is a team that loves to run, and we've got to be prepared to do the same. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thanks. And here is Williams. After the three-pointer from Perez, there's a screen by Williams. Back to Williams. Rosario. Shot on the wing. The shot no good. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And they'll keep possession. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Number 16, and it's rejected. Hangs in the air. The rebound by the Bucks. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Perez. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
The Bucks shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Well, last year, collectively, I mean, this team shot 74% from the free throw line. Pretty low number.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 3. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now the pass to Williams.
Yeah, look at me.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Hawks making a change here. The Bucks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter.
Blows.
5 on the clock. On the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. The ball stolen.
Kick it out.
Here's Perez, number 91.
He's going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
He dishes it to Williams. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Number 16, And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Bucks making a switch here. Milwaukee in the lead. Pass to Perez. And that one's good. He's got 5. The Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's the pick. Number 16. Number 22. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Number 13. Can't connect from short range.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Outside Williams. And that one hits back iron.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Number 13. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice tip in. He just seems to have a sense of where the ball's going to end up.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
There's a screen by Williams. Castro passes to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Castro, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks leading by 3. Number 87. And that is good. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. He feeds it to Williams.
Come on, box him out, man.
Lock at 6. Number 16. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Bucks shooting 40% here in the early stages. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And the Bucks lead by 5.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that goal.
Nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
And Atlanta has possession.
Yo, look at the clock.
Number 22. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Number 13. Another shot. No good at the rim.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the shot is good. Bucks leading by 5. This is it to Perez. Shot clock at 6. 0. Can't get it to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Here's Castro. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now it's just a 3-point Bucks lead.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
yards, and they pick up the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Feeds to Williams.
Come on, man. Defend him.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Bucks leading by 3. There's the pass to Perez. Number 87. The shot no good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Castro passes to Williams. The shot is off.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
0. And the 3 ball is good. 5 points in the game.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Pass to Castro. 1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. Number 16 misses the rim jam.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Step out.
Pass to Perez. Rebound by Williams. The Hawks trail by 6. .40 seconds left in the first quarter. Right side, Williams. Turns it from 9 feet away. Williams has got 10 points.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
The pass to Perez. Baseline jumper. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Shot clock at 2. Number 11. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Reyes. From deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks ahead, up 6. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Doris Burke has 7 for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a rare breed, a stretch 4 who's also a big factor on the offensive boards. Ersan said, that's part of my game, to be active. Some nights you aren't going to hit those shots, but if I have this in my pocket, just go in there and crash on the offensive glass. It's all about second effort. Guys?
Well, it seems he can do both, Doris. His role is steadily growing, too.
Way to hit it.
The Hawks trail by 9. Number 24. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for a challenge every shot.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. So Hawks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. passes to Reyes.
Kick it out.
No shot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Go get it, go get it.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Atlanta. They trail by 9 points. Number 24. No good with the tip. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
Close.
And the pass to Cruz. Five to shoot. Uncovered. Good. And the Bucks lead by 11. So it's the Hawks now. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Goes it up high. The rim running two-handed jam. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here will do a lot for their confidence.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. The Hawks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And the Bucks making a change here.
Ball on line.
And the Bucks with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Number 91. No luck. And Atlanta will come the other way. Number 15, defended by Cruz. Just 5 on the clock.
Look at the clock.
Number 15. They get it back. A second chance effort. It's blocked. Number 11. Defended by Reyes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first.
You got it out.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Hawks trail by 8. Back to Williams.
Set up.
Number 7.
Box out.
The Hawks again can't hit.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Yeah, not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time. But I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Well, he's watching his club miss a lot of shots that they normally make, and that has to be frustrating. So I think he's going to call this timeout just to try to see if they can be more aggressive, get them to the free throw line maybe.
Sometimes that's the best solution for them, but ultimately I think they'll be able to shoot themselves out of this slump. But in the meantime, maybe getting to the free throw line will help.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Williams. Pass to Reyes. 6 to shoot. Number 15. Atlanta again, missing. Bucks leading by 11. Here's Cruz. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here. Wide open. There's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to Cruz. Knocked loose. Fast break for Hawks. Number 15. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And the Hawks making a change here. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Here is Ross. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Number 15 hits the jump hook.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Williams. Here's the pass to Castro. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Bucks making a change here. The Hawks trail by 9. Number 24.
Get that weak stuff out of here.
It is now to Ross. Pass to Cruz.
Pick on me.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That's good from Cruz.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
Both free throws good from Cruz. The Hawks trail by 11.
Get them.
Down screen.
Passes it to Castro. Outside Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Bucks making a change here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. Bucks leading by 9. Number 7, defended by Castro. To the middle, number 13. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He has 6.
How about the delivery in the lane, just perfectly done.
Watch outside!
Here's Castro. The layup off target.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
The Hawks making a switch here.
Watch it!
Number 33.
Oh, yes!
And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Hawks trail by 13. There's a good screen. Number 12. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Number 33. Rebound, Atlanta.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Number 16. Bucks leading by 13. Dishes it to Ross. Fires the three. Rebounded by Rosario. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The pass to Castro. Shot is off.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Here's Ross. Rejected by Rosario.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Sinks that one from the post.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Kicks to Ross. Number 13, defended by Castro. Number 15. And yes, sir, that one drops.
He's found a rhythm here in this second quarter, guys. He looks good.
Perez, he's checked in for Ross. The Bucks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And that one misses. The Hawks trail by 13. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I got ball!
Number 7 drops in the tray.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Stripped it away.
Hit me, I'm open!
It's off his leg. And the ref's saying he kicked it. Williams, he's checked in for Williams.
Corner, Phil! I got you! Here we go! Get it going! Back door, back door! Go street! Got you!
Pocket 6. Pass to Perez. Excellent D there from Williams.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
And that one's good. 8 points for him.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now. Well, something special about him, guys, is just how good he is at winning the so-called second shot game, going hard to the offensive glass, salvaging points with his pickups.
And he is also a tireless worker under the glass, Steve. More than a few guys have been on the receiving end of one of his elbows when the rebound is up for grabs. He uses his body very well. That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Double team on Williams. Rosario back to Williams. From the arc. And that one's good. Williams has got 13.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And Milwaukee has possession. Early in the game, they have a 19-point lead.
Right there. Go, 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 go.
1:12 left in the second quarter. Shot off the screen. Shot is no good.
Difficult shot from mid-range, and the defense was all over him.
Boy, I like the close out there, Steve. Well
Good from Perez.
He can't get anything to drop, and the way he's scoring, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it's sent back by Perez. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Number 16. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Number 77, defended by Perez. Number 77, drills it from outside. And so it's Milwaukee now. The lead is 15. Deflected. Fast break, the Hawks. Number 16. That's good.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
There's the triple. No good on that last second attempt there. And that does it for the first half of play. Bucks lead by 13. Stay right where you are for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. We'll see you in just a bit for the start of the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Damon Bruce here with you for the halftime show. It's been the Bucks having their way. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They've piled up the second chance buckets. For the Hawks, they have not been good early on. The outside shot just not there for them today, but that certainly hasn't stopped them from trying. We might see some adjustments after the break. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
How about the game for Williams? 13 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 13-point game. 0. No good with the triple. The Hawks shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. That's good.
All day.
He's got 6.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Number 15. No good. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Number 16. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, this was one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the NBA last season, guys, about 72%.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
First one falls for him.
Ball spot. I got shooter down here. Gotta get the rebound. Gotta get it. Big rebound, big rebound. Let's get it. Pinch here.
So he gets them both. Bucks leading by 9. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Shoot that.
Pass to Perez. Just 5 to shoot. Number 15. Rebound by the Hawks. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Ugly start to this second half, guys. They've missed all 4 of their shot attempts.
Now here's Williams. 13 points in the game. Number 16. Target with his 3. Milwaukee's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Number 15. He's guarded by Williams. Number 91. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. And the Bucks lead by 11.
That was an important bucket. They're only 1 of 5 now, so they really had to get their offense going.
A shot by Williams, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Number 13, defended by Rosario. Tries to keep it alive. Number 15. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. This is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. The Hawks trail by 13. The pass to Rosario. The feed to Williams. Goes back up. No good.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Bucks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. And he knocks down the first one.
I got shooter. We're going to push it on the net.
Both free throws good from Perez. And Atlanta has possession. Down by 15.
I got ball.
With a 3, gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Number 13. There's Rosario. The shot is off, so Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Shooting.
Shot up. They had a 19-point lead.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The Hawks trail by 14. Back to Williams. Down there. Stolen away. Pass to Perez.
How about that basketball, fan?
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder.
Switch.
Now here's Williams. He's got 13. Rosario.
That's all you.
Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Bucks leading by 16. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 15.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
The story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And so it's Atlanta with it.
No shot.
Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Gets it to go. Williams has got 15.
Tell you what, fellas, he is fun to watch when he's working like that and getting to the hoop.
Reyes, he's checked in for Atlanta. Bucks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Zero. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the block. Pass it to Reyes.
Go over it.
And the Bucks get another basket right there.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Bucks leading by 14.
Hey, who got him?
Number 91. Rebound by the Hawks. Williams up on top. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And that one falls for Williams. The Hawks making a switch here.
You got it out. You got it out. Get your pitch down there. I got here. I got shooter.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And Milwaukee has possession. Leading by 12. Bucks passing it around. They set the screen. Number 15. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 11 rebounds in the game.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
No good from Reyes.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Snatched away. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Rosario. Finishes the break with a slam.
A sensational run has them on the brink of tying it up or even taking the lead all of a sudden.
Steve, quite a turn of events here. I mean, they really snapped into focus in a hurry and tightened up their game at both ends.
He's trying to get it going, but the shots just have not dropped for him today.
Gets it to go.
He used his strength there to get into the post without much of a fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think they've got to muscle up on him a little more. Do a better job next time in there.
So it's the Bucks now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. The pass to Perez. No good on this run.
He's not exactly striking them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Killed bagels in the second.
No one covering. 5 points in the game.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Whose bad is that? And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 5-point game. And good on the basket. Book it. The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now here's Williams. 15 points in the game. Williams a screen. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
So it's the Bucks now. Leading by 5. Pass to Perez. Shot clock at 6. From three-point range. They take it again. Number 91. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In the January game against a tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
There's Rosario. He overshot that one, missing. Bucks leading by 5. Here is Ross. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Number 87. Cannot hit. Nice D from Rosario. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights in the NBA, but overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses. And I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. The Bucks making a switch here. Castro, defended by Ross. Castro passes to Williams. Target at the rim. Bucks leading by 7. There's the screen. Here's Cruz. There's the block. And here's the fast break.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And now a brilliant throwdown.
Yeah, just inserting his authority out there.
Here is Ross. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change. And it's blocked by Rosario. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Cruz, the pass to Ross.
You know, the Bucks were the last team to make it into the Eastern Conference playoffs, and part of the reason that happened was because they didn't really do well against the rest of the conference. 24-28 against the East.
The Bucks have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. That free throw good from Ross.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
And both free throws good for Ross.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
The steal, and up the court come the Bucks on the break, and it's blocked by Rosario. Fast break for Hawks. Passes it to Castro.
Here we go.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back at 6. That's the bucket. 11 points in the game. Bucks leading by 5.
Hey.
Number 11. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint, and when you can get them, you got to score them.
Again, slams it back in.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Cruz, defended by Castro. He kicks it to Ross.
Get it!
Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's Castro. The putback. Slams it home for the putback.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
He dishes it to Ross. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Get to him.
Downstream.
Number 15. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Bucks on top. They lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Hawks trail by 3. They set the pick. And the pass to Castro.
Right there! Step out of it!
To the inside. Number 7. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Count the bucket.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, I mean, he's perfectly willing to be the hero or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And Steve, he's earned a nickname that's familiar to anybody that's followed basketball.
Microwave.
There's no slow build-up with him. Just one shot to go down, and it can set him off, turn him into a real scoring machine. He cooks with gas, not electricity.
Inside, there's Castro. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Swiped away. To the paint. Looking to end his cold spell. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Bucks leading by 5. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Pass to Perez.
No shot!
5 to shoot. Launches it. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Misses at the rim. The Hawks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. It's Williams with the drive. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Number 15 laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 5. Hawks have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make.
Pick coming!
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Got him with the front fake. Savvy move right there. Bucks leading by 3.
Yeah, set it up!
That's good off the glass that time.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
The Hawks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. It's Williams with the drive. There's the pick. 0. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Now it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
He feeds it to Williams.
Don't let him shoot that.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's Perez. Rebound Atlanta. Number 15. Can't get it to go. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
0. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The first one falls.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Hawks trail by 6. Outside Williams. For 3. They get it back. Williams battles through traffic and lays it in. Williams has got 21 in the game.
He's really rising to the challenge here, guys, in the fourth quarter. That's 3 for 4 from the field.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. His advice clear cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
It's all 3. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Another good look there, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
Feeds it to Williams.
Yo, watch it.
The Hawks working the ball around. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 11 in the second half.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Well, it took a while, but they're finally starting to get some rhythm offensively on the outside.
Go back here. Back us up.
Just 5 in the corner. There's Perez. Shot is blocked. Pass to Williams. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And the first one drops.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Get the rebound.
He's off on the second. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Runs a screen.
Get it in!
Passes to Rosario.
Way to grab it! There you go!
Goes back
That's
in.
it!
And it's Williams laying it in. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on something down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
He's playing selfishly now, guys. He's just trying to get as many shots up as he can. Doesn't look at all concerned about his teammates.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
And it's tied up with that one. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
You know, when you're in the East, you don't have to necessarily be an above 500 team on the road, but you got to be close to 500. And the Bucks were a solid team on the road, and that's why they made the playoffs.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And Clark, you talk about the Bucks. They went 17-24 on the road last season. That might not be the most impressive mark, but it was still 7th best in the conference in terms of road wins.
Well, the East was pretty weak. We know that. And the Bucks making the playoffs at all was the perfect example of how weak the East was.
Right there,
they
right
can
there.
get better. They've got some young talent. They've got some things to be excited about. And the play of John Henson, second-year man from North Carolina.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Get there, get there!
Outside Williams. Six on the shot clock.
Yo, look at the clock!
Number 16. Hits the outside fadeaway.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's going to roll here a little bit in the second.
To the inside. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Here's the screen.
Get it going! Come back.
And there's the pass to Perez. Excellent D there from Williams.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
And up the court come the Bucks on the break. As the Perez. Bank shot, no good. Hawks have gone 7-16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. And that one's good.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Milwaukee's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Looking to get it going. And he sinks the layup.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers, you know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch of tight ball games.
And also, he's absolutely able to do some incredible things in the air. I mean, he can look like a gymnast sometimes, twisting his body, double clutching his shot. But he maintains a smooth approach to it all.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Number 16, defended by Perez. Defensive rebound, number 7. Passes it to Rosario.
Shoot it! Shot!
Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
One of the big stories is second chance point. They've just been terrific here in the second half in that area.
Rockets hits. The pass to Perez. From 11 feet away.
Hey, step
and
back
there are
on
the
that.
Bucks with another bucket. Hawks shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Williams passes to Rosario. Back to Williams. Williams gets a screen from Rosario. Can't hit, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Number 13, defended by Rosario, gets the bucket. The Hawks trail it. Outside Williams. He passes to Rosario. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6.
Check the clock. Check the clock.
Stolen. And the shot's good from Perez. And it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Good defense, but you gotta love the finish with the finger roll over the top.
Outside Williams. Number 7. The Hawks again can't hit.
Been a tough quarter for him. He has not been able to make a shot here.
Another shot. No luck. Nice D from Rosario. Hawks shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And the Hawks making a change here. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. .135 left in the fourth.
Hey, right there.
Pass to Castro. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Misses the baby hook.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
The Hawks trail by 6. To halt the run. Number 16, defended by Perez. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Castro passes to Williams. Here's Rosario. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's how you get the crowd on its feet.
Huge bucket.
They've been waiting for that one, guys.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Number 15, he's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Number 13.
Good boy.
Number 91. It's in! Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're losing by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's the dish to Williams. Picked him clean. And so they foul intentionally. And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
You got it out.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them are fouled.
Some people might call him vertically challenged, but tell you what, his size didn't hurt him on that rebound.
And so the Bucks take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for joining us tonight in our presentation